Good day, LinkedIn colleagues and associates. This is John Herrera with Muni Temps. And today I wanted to talk about a subject, and I called it the workers that time forgot. Let's see how we can work together to help the workers that time forgot. What I mean by this is that this Sunday I had the opportunity to interview a candidate for a job, and I felt so sorry for this candidate because of the resume that was out of chronological sequence. Dates didn't match. There were errors and various discrepancies on the resume. I just felt I had to call this candidate, but not only to point out the errors that were on the resume, but also to learn a little more about the individual. And there's a real human being here behind all of our candidates that we consider. They're not just a number, they're not just a resume, they're real human beings. So I took the time to talk to this lady. We'll call her Katie. And as I sat there on the phone with her for 1 hour, I actually spent an hour, and I know it seems like it's excessive, given how busy I am, and this, I'm sure all of you are out there. But as I was interviewing Katie, I could see that not only was her resume, not very professional, her work history. She really never was able to hold down a job for longer than a few weeks or a few months. And really, the more we talked, the more I saw that she was pretty desperate. She needed an opportunity. I could tell that she was just one crisis to tip over into something bad, undesirable. She just was never able to, at least in the 10-year job history that I discussed with her, she was not ever able to get a grip on the job or to get enough traction to continue to work in that job. As I talked to her, I learned that she had a serious illness. She told me about a serious operation that she had, a loss of a relationship that she was in. Everything was going wrong for this person. She even told me about her prayer line that she volunteered on, how somebody was supposed to be encouraging to her was actually discouraging to her. And it was a sad situation to listen to this. Now, many of you colleagues out there, professionals, might say, well, you know what, private business, a private company, that's not our job to be providing social services or any kind of help for these candidates. Now, it is my job because I help people with their resume and interviewing and preparing for their career or even an interview. But overall, you will find that there are some candidates out there that you'll say, well, they can't help. You can't help them. And we quickly toss them out. They become part of what I call the workers that time forgot. And you would be right that there are government organizations and other nonprofits that are there with the business of helping people like Katie. But I just couldn't pass up this opportunity to be a human being here to an individual. I just showed her a little love and a little kindness, and she really appreciated it. And I just wanted to share that with you. I had the opportunity to speak for an hour to one of those workers that time forgot. And who knows, maybe I might have made a difference in her life. Now, I'm still looking for very creative ways that I could try to find employment for her. I've had some very straight talk with her. As you know, in this litigious society that we live in today, it's difficult to be honest with candidates because they could sue you. But hey, if you can't take a risk of getting sued to help your fellow man, what are you willing to take a risk for, right? And I'm not just willing to take a risk for the almighty dollar, which, by the way, is becoming less and less mighty and valuable in the world today. But nonetheless, it's important to recognize that I think we can do a little bit more as private companies to help these workers that time forgot. And there's really lots of them. I'm sure you've run into a lot of them, and you might say, let somebody else help them. But today, I just want to share with you that I had an opportunity to stop and help somebody for a little bit. Yes, it took an hour of my time. It was on a Sunday, and I wasn't really doing too much more, but I decided to call this person, and I just want to share that with you. Maybe some of you have some stories that you can share, how you've helped these workers that are usually can't help workers, but they're real human beings. They've got a heart, lungs, a brain, everything just like you and I have. Maybe they don't have the college degrees and all the years of experience and the opportunities maybe that you and I were given. But, as we stop, as part of our network, we stop and think, we can feel very successful, and we can say, to hell with losers, I'm a winner, they're a loser. But is this type of philosophy of how we think about people sustainable? I say no. All we have to look is around the world today. I mean, people are really on the edge. And I think it's because of that lack of caring. Those of us that are more successful, whether it's professionally or financially or whatever, we cannot forget about those workers that time forgot. I think there's a lot that we can do here on LinkedIn and other professional networks to just do a little bit of caring, and kindness to help these people. Yes, you have to take a little bit of a chance. Yes, you have to take some of your time. But we need to be creative for looking for opportunities for these individuals. And if nothing more, just the fact that you cared. And that's what Katie told me on Sunday when we got off the phone. She says, even when I was on the prayer group, I didn't get the encouragement that I got from you for listening. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, colleagues. All I'm saying is that all I had to do is listen. And who knows where this person would go if we don't listen to them. There is a credit that you get somewhere up in in the heavens, in the universe. There is an accounting that goes on up there. I think of all the good things that we do, people see, and there's somebody seeing it up there. I'm not going to say who it is because it's to each his own, but I believe that we can do good. I think that as professionals, we can take a little more time, and we need to be doing that today. And as you know, it's very difficult to find good help today anyways. There's a lot of people out there with college degrees and a lot of experience, and they're snubbing their nose at you because they feel that they're too important to be serving our customers. So, again, I know we don't make a lot of money off of taking time to care and to help these workers that time forgot. But I think that if we spend our time reaching out, who knows what could happen? I mean, miracles happen, things that are unexplained, how somebody can turn their life around. And there's so many success stories. And usually it's because one person cared enough to want to help these individuals that I call the workers that time forgot. I don't want to see Katie go into substance abuse or other kinds of abuse that is out there because she felt that nobody cared. As an employer, as a professional, as a staffing company, and whether you're recruiting or whatever you do in your organizations, find time to help people. Today with Zoom or the phone or even in person, you can help people. So, like I said, it's just we have to remember these workers that time forgot. Let's help these workers that time forgot. I apologize if I seem preachy, but I'm just sharing a really good experience that I had this Sunday, and I was blessed by it because I just felt that I had listened to somebody that really wanted to be listened to. And let's work together, friends. Let's come up with ideas. Call me, email me, john@munitemps.com. I have the City Speak podcast, but I look for opportunities to be able to partner with you to help these workers that need assistance and need support, okay? So with that, sorry to get serious on you, but see you soon.